Welcome to the Self-Care Guide for the Busy Woman. Hi, I'm Julianne Price, life designer at Beauty with a Cause, and I'm so thrilled that you're here watching this video series on how you can take better care of yourself so that you can take better care of other people. And I just want to start off with this very first thought. And self-care is a priority. It's not a luxury. So many people think, oh, I'll take care of myself when I have time. But it's not. It's just the reverse. You have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others. You remember on the airlines when they say, make sure you put your oxygen mask on yourself before you help others. Well, it's the same concept here. Self-care is all about taking care of you. So in this self-care guide, what we're going to be talking about is how to do that. How do you take care of yourself? How do you find the time to take care of yourself? So we're going to start off by first defining, what does it mean to take care of yourself? Because so many people think that means you have to, take tons of time, learn how to chant, learn how to meditate at a deep level, go on these trips to Bali or, someplace special where you can really connect with yourself. That's not what we're talking about here in self-care. We're talking about taking care of yourself on a level that's simple, everyday, and accessible to any busy woman. So we're going to be talking about that in the course, how to do it. We're going to define not only what self-care is, but we're going to define what it isn't, so that you understand how to take care of yourself and you're not overwhelmed by the concept of starting a self-care practice. And by the end of the course, my goal for you is to be able to incorporate some very basic self-care practices into your life. Because remember, this is all about making yourself a priority, making sure that you are not treating yourself as a luxury. You are critical to the success of your family, the success of yourself, the success of your career. It all comes down to what you can do, how you can take care of yourself first. And if you've come home from work and you've been incredibly stressed or you've been overwhelmed, what's the first thing you do? Maybe you flop on the couch and you try to tune out. You're trying to preserve yourself. You're already trying to do this at some level. You're just not doing it effectively if you're feeling exhausted at the end of the day. It comes down to you're not using great self-care practices. You're trying really hard, but it's not working. And so I want you to be able to get through this and really be able to take care of yourself in a way that's helpful to you. And one last thing I want to share with you before we get into the course content itself is that my goal for women is to help thousands and thousands of women live a happier and healthier life. And this is the very first step. My goal is if I can make your life 10% or 20% happier, the impact on your lifestyle, on your well-being will be just unbelievably expansive. You will just feel so much better for just making small changes. And that's my goal. If we're able to take care of ourselves, we'll be able to take care of everybody and the world will be a better place. So let's get into the heart of this course, and I really want you to enjoy it. But always keep in mind this one thought that's on the screen right now. This is about taking care of you. It's a priority. This is not a luxury. This is not optional. This is something you have to do. And one last thing I want to leave you with, one of the things that Tony Robbins is famous for saying is, don't leave the site of learning without taking some action. So this is a very short series, and before we're done, I want you to be able to take an action, incorporate some piece of helpful self-care into your life. So let's get into the course itself.